Hey, good morning, y'all. What a beautiful day it is to be a child of God. And who didn't know that? Despite all these technical difficulties I've been having this morning, God is still good and Jesus is yet still on the throne. And whatever I do, I want to please Him. Don't you want to please your Father? I thought about how it's Friday and we made it. Some people got paid today. Some people have plans to do some things. And it might be some things that is not pleasing to God. Do you know that if you walk in the flesh, and not according to the Spirit, that you're not pleasing God? You can't please God if you're walking in the flesh. Don't you want to please your Father? Don't you want to be pleasing in His sight? God just wants to share this life with us, and He wants to be enough for us. When we go out and we try to fill the void that we have in our heart with worldly things like drinking, fornicating, smoking, shopping, working, because some of us are workaholics, or we're people pleasers. You trying to please people instead of pleasing God. God wants to know, am I enough? And the thing about it is when we do those things and we try to feel better by doing those things, after you do those things, you still feel the same way you did. But if you fill those voids with Jesus, my God, you'll never feel that way again. Hey, y'all, we're in Romans chapter 8. Read the whole thing when you get time. We're going down to verse 7. Because the carnal mind is enmity against God, for it is not subject to the law of God, nor indeed can be. So then, those who are in the flesh cannot please God. Y'all, we're in John chapter 4. This is the story of the Samaritan woman and Jesus. Jesus was a Jew. Samaritans and Jews did not get along. They was kind of like Crips and Bloods. Now the Samaritan lady went to the well to drink of the water that Jacob had left behind. She went during a time that nobody was available because she knows she was thoughtful. Okay. Now we're going down to verse 13. Jesus answered and said to her, whoever drinks of this water will thirst again. That's the water of the well. But whoever drinks of the water that I shall give him will never thirst. But the water that I shall give him will become in him a fountain of water springing up into everlasting life. Y'all, you keep reading that story. The crazy part is Jesus told her to go home and get your husband. Now you can have some of this water. I'll give it to you, but go home and get your husband. He wanted her to know that he knew everything that she was doing already. She said, I don't have a husband. That's not my husband. He said, you're right. That's her boo thing. She had already had 5 husbands. She was working on number 6, clearly. Coming down to get some water from the well. What was he doing? But that's neither here nor there. But Jesus said you could have some of this water where you would never thirst again. So that's what we keep doing. We keep filling these voids with things that make us thirst again. But Jesus said, if you come to me, I'll give you this water and you will never thirst again. But it's some things that you have to clear up first. You got to clear up that stuff first, that fleshly stuff, because you can only worship me in spirit and truth. Now, he gave her the tools. One thing about it, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink it. So all them voids y'all trying to fill, and then you come back talking about, Lord, I know I done messed up. I'll never drink again if you just let me keep living. And then you wake back up to we doing the same old thing tonight. That's what DJ Quick did. But guess what? Jesus said you can only worship me in spirit and truth. I don't got time to play with y'all. I'm going to give you the tools, and this is what it is. So I hope that this helps you before you go do some things that is not pleasing to God. He wants to be enough for you. Remember, God is a gentleman. He gives you the choice. Have a blessed day.